Hey Libra, what's going on? I've been trying to get to doing recording your reading for a couple days now, so here we are. Let's hop into it. I know it's been a minute if you're subscribed or a member, so we're gonna hop into your reading. But first, we are going to call ourselves back into the present moment. If you would like to, if not, you can go ahead and fast forward this, but you're just going to put your hands over your heart. You can put it in the center. I have the mic on, so I'm not going to do that. Um, and you're just going to breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. And you can repeat what I'm saying, okay, or not. You can just listen. So here we go. I am whole. I am loved. And I am more than enough. All right. Amen. Okay, of course, Coco had to pop off, but y'all, that's life. That's life, okay? So, Libra, we are going to have this beautiful full moon in your sign. All right. Here we go. So, let's go ahead. See how your person's showing up. We're going to pull some cards and clarify, okay? All right, here we go. All right. So your person is showing up as the beaver. This could be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Okay. I'm also seeing the panther and the golden egg. Okay, so this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we have the golden egg. All right. The beaver and the golden egg it's telling me that this person is in a building phase. Okay. Beaver is actually someone who is very cooperative, likes to work with, a group, does well in groups. Beaver is also a very supportive partner. Okay. So the thing is, whoever this person feels maybe that you don't want their support or their support is not appreciated. Okay. And I'll say this before I continue the reading, just because I pick up what your person is feeling or what I'm getting from them, Libra, that does not make it true. I'm just telling you what I pick up from them. Okay. So with the Panther energy, whoever this is, there's something going on where they're upset with you. Okay. I mean, there's no other way for me to put that, right? Like this person could be experiencing a number of emotions. Okay. Usually the panther shows up. It says the panther pounces into our life and can wreak all sorts of havoc. Okay. It is my sacred clown card. So for some of you, this could absolutely be a Gemini. Okay. So I look at Gemini sometimes as the sacred clown. Think Kanye. Okay. Like Kanye is going to show up to the function and probably say some shit, but odds are there's a ring of truth to it. Okay. We may not like the way that it's being said, but it's like it needed to be said. This could also be a Sagittarius. Okay. Odds are this person, Libra, has called you out, has said something, that it could be out of pocket. You know, Panther is very unconventional. The way they go about change is very unconventional. All right. But for what I'm getting, Libra, is that it is actually not in this person's character. It's actually maybe a bit out of character. Okay. You know, because whoever this is, like I said, outside of what I'm getting, this is their like dominant energy towards you. I feel like this person does want to build with you. I am getting that. Like they are ready to, you know, share something with you with the golden egg. They actually have you know, there's a message with the golden egg is the unstruck sound. So there's something here. You know, hold on. When I'm getting unstruck, usually with a golden egg, there's what it says. It's about a certain resonance. Okay, there's a certain resonance, frequency, vibe that needs to be met between you two. And right now, it's not there. The resonance isn't there. Okay. Because this, you know, this is also about, this is a rebirth energy with the golden egg. Okay. All right. Whoever this is, they feel like they have a lot to offer. I'm also getting sacred with that sacred geometry on the golden egg. They feel like they have a lot to offer, Libra. But the you know, things seem off between you two. Lightning, as I'm saying that. Lightning. Okay. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yes. Okay. So that is the situation between you two. Okay. Like I said, maybe this person, you know, lashed out. Okay. Let me, or let me see, whatever, you know, whatever the shift was between you two, it was very sudden, Libra. Okay. Let me see what you are wanting here. What does Libra want? Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block or restraint. There's a number of ways that I can read that, but I'm going to hold on one second. And what stops Libra from getting what they want in this connection? The sword and the rose, clarity. Look, coffin and separation. Change, liberation. Okay. New beginnings. And that's the golden egg. Whoever this is, they're like, they're the beaver is somebody who's like, I'm ready to build. Okay. For some of you, Libra, I hate to say it, this person could be telling you to get over something. That is something that's coming through. Okay. Don't own it if it's not you, but I am getting that. I'm getting like with the Panther, this person can be like, why can't you just like, we need to be done with that. That cycle's done. That cycle's over. But there's something here where I don't know, you could be addicted to an old storyline. There's some sort of, with the lightning, there's some sort of shocking news. Something has happened suddenly in your life and you just can't move on. You just can't get over it. Okay. And this person is like, why? Why can't you just get over it? What's the outcome of what's happening here with these two? What's the outcome here? Cupid's arrow. Okay. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Hesitation. All right. So that's what we get into over on your extended part 2. Okay. So let's clarify your person with the tarot. I'm wondering if I should use my deck. That's okay. I'll bring my deck back, but I was missing the Light Seers Tarot. I like this deck. All right, so let's clarify Libra's person. Okay, that is wanting to come out. 6 of Wands. All right, we've got some Leo energy here. Jupiter in Leo. This could also be an Aries because it's like my birthday card. Okay, so, yeah, definitely could be an Aries as well. This person is, for right now, Libra, I'm getting acknowledgement. Okay, so for some of you, that's how you'll know who this person is. Like they're receiving, praise. Like I said, being acknowledged, recognition. Okay, this person could also have a level of popularity, fame. Okay, with the 6 of Wands. And, you do have the 10 of Wands. This person could be at a distance, maybe traveling, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Right now, I do get this individual being a bit like selfish with their energy and what they have. Okay. They're not very, like there's boundaries. I feel like this person may have, establish some sort of boundaries right now when it comes to the connection with you. And I feel like they have felt burdened here. Like there's a lot of heaviness. This is Sag, okay? There's a lot of heaviness that this person was feeling, but I'm getting that they feel a bit lighter right now. And it's because maybe they, expressed themselves, Libra. Maybe they told you, what's on their mind. This is random, but this person could be an ox, the Chinese zodiac, the ox. Okay. But this person is, again, remember with the 10 of Wands, this is someone who is, they're about to have a new start, but it's something that they have been building towards as well, because the 10 of Wands is a card of success. And that's why when I got the beaver, okay, so they've been working on something. It's been a long road. Okay. And there's some sort of celebration here that I'm seeing with them. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting that. I think they've felt a lot of heaviness in the connection with you. And again, I am getting, there's something here that this person's like, no, I want to talk to Libra. I want to share this with Libra. But there's something very heavy here that this person is feeling like this is just dragging out. That's what I'm getting here with the Panther and the Ten of Wands. There's something that has been dragged out, and you know, I think they just want to be done with it. Okay, they want to, if there's baggage, I'm getting baggage, okay, and this person's like, I want to let this baggage go and be free. Six of Wands is about expansion and growth, okay, abundance, okay. Let's, but there's something that can't continue. Like if you two are going to move forward, what I'm getting is that there's something that can't continue in this connection, okay? It weighs the connection down. It's very heavy. Let's see, lightning for the current situation. Okay, the World. Wow. The World and the Six of Cups. So cycles ending, completion. And Six of Cups is a card of reconciliation. So epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I'm just getting that for a number of you, you have a past with this person, okay? And I think this is, again, we have Saturn here. So we're literally in Aries season. Saturn is in Aries. We've come out of Saturn and Pisces. So we are in a period of transition, a big one. Okay. And literally this could be what I'm getting, a message from the universe saying that it's time to move on from the past and make amends with it and move forward, okay? With the Six of Cups. For some of you, I don't know, this goes really deep with what this person could be saying to you, Libra. This person could be saying like, look, like, yes, that was for example, your childhood experience, but it's time to move forward. Let's make amends. And this is a time of forgiveness, I feel. There's something going on here where forgiveness, acceptance, taking the lesson and moving forward, that's how all of this changes. That's how, things progress. I mean, I don't know. This individual is only showing up like this because, and for a number of you, you may assume that you're watching this for a love interest. For some of you, this is your child. This is a child. I already see it. Okay. Or this is a family member. This could be a close friend that feels like family. Okay. I think this person feels fiercely protective. That's something that I'm picking up. They feel fiercely protective. And so you're getting like this very fierce side of them, Libra, but they're not really like that. They're just in that mode with you right now. For some reason, they're feeling like they need to protect this golden egg, whatever that is. It's something that they have and it's very special to them. And remember, I got sacred. And it feels like a metaphor for a birth. Okay. This almost feels like a mother carrying a baby, right? With the Ten of Wands. And then holding on to that baby, right? It's a celebration of a new, of new life. Okay. And so the only way to move forward is to I don't know, this person could be saying, Libra, we're, you know, in order for us to move forward into this new life, we're going to have to forgive. We're going to have to make amends. Okay, Libra, sorry about that. So, all right, let's get into addiction. And this is the reason why I feel I'm getting so much emphasis on you potentially clinging to something from the past and this person showing up like, hey, it's time to get over it. Okay. Now, again, are they doing this the best way? Probably not. But, you know, or yeah, I don't know. Are they? Probably not. But yeah, I'm just getting that that's the best way for them. That's how I'm hearing it. Like, that's the best way for them to do it. Okay. This person could be giving you ultimatums. I don't know. But all right, what you're desiring here, you have addiction. King of Swords wanted to come out. Okay. The Nine of Swords. Okay, so you got Aquarius energy. Some of you literally could be desiring, you know, this individual. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know what's interesting? Yeah, okay, and you have the Nine of Swords. We've got this Gemini energy, right? So the King of one of Aquarius's ruling planets is Saturn. Okay. I just feel like there's something going on, Libra, where, and I want to say this in the best way possible. All right. And I guess you can just interpret it however you interpret it, but this may be subconsciously, maybe you don't think that you're wanting this, but it feels like maybe you're wanting to, I don't know, handle things the way that they've always been handled. To say it generally, like what you want in this connection is for things to happen the way they usually happen. Maybe you and this person go back and forth, but always come back together. You know, there could be something where, you know, you just want to do something a certain way because that's how you know how to do it. I mean, it literally does say controlling. And for me, the King of Swords is a controlling character. You know, I feel like the King of Swords is intimidating, can be very cold. Where it's like, you know, I can use my sword for this or I can use my sword for that. It feels a little bit intimidating. Almost maybe like you're wanting to focus on what you can control. That's the King of Swords. I don't want to, because the Nine of Swords is a fear of the future. It's fear of the unknown. Okay. It's Mars energy. This is also an energy of like, yeah, it's controlling yourself. It's not letting go of your thoughts, not sharing what's on your mind. But I almost feel like, and again, I think this is a very specific storyline. There's something here that you like can't stop thinking about. Okay, I'm seeing you over here. And again, here's your person. And they're like yelling at you like, Libra, stop thinking about it. Stop trying to figure out ways that you can solve this. Stop going over that over your mind and just come on, get up and let's go, you know? Stop ruminating. Stop ruminating over that. And you're over here like, I know, but I'm going to say it to you like this, Libra. Like, I'm addicted to thinking about this. I can't stop thinking about this. Like, I keep going over this over in my mind. It's like something you can't stop watching, like, something that you don't really want to watch, but you can't stop watching. Okay. I'm getting a lot of that with the watching and addiction. And whatever that is, that for your person, I feel is preventing forward movement in this connection. All right. So now you have the sword and the rose is what stop. Wow. The King of Cups in reverse wants to come out. It did want to come out. I don't know if it wanted to come out reverse. Hold on one second. This is what's stopping you from getting what you want. Okay. The Three of Wands. I feel like the King of Cups in reverse is, first of all, that can represent addiction. Okay. And addiction is not always like the typical, oh, I'm addicted to this. I mean, it can. Like there can be substance abuse there. All right. But addiction can also be, like I said, with the King of Cups in reverse, I could kind of read that like the King of Swords. And there can be this way of, I think addiction may not be the best word, or like this codependency, or again, it's this like restraining type of energy, like self-restraint. Like, I'm not going to, expose how I feel. And that's just how I operate. Again, it may not be with everyone. Maybe it's with who this is, right? It's with this person. You're not, feeling, there's something going on here where you're like, I can't step out of the way that I am with who this is. I don't feel safe, maybe it's a safety thing for you. Okay. And so sometimes we have these, I know you know what I'm saying. Like it's armor. It's how, there's another word that I want to use for it, and you can definitely write in the comments. Okay. It's like this armor, and you're like, I don't want to, it's my protection. Okay. And you know what I'm getting? It's funny that the sword is fine, but the rose is also there as well, right? So there's this, what's missing here and what's stopping you from getting what you want is this element of softness. There's there's a lack of balance here, ironically, with you, with it, not with you, but with the situation, there's a lack of balance, and you guys are the scales. And I kind of feel like this is your person. There's a number of ways that I'm reading this, but like, in short, this is your person, I feel, looking to the future, and looking out, in a very future forward thinking, okay, is what I get with your person here. There's something about being done with the past, or being done with a story. I keep getting some sort of story. Being done with that. All right. Look, what's stopping you from getting what you want? Protection. Protection. Okay. Feeling like you need to protect yourself. Look, you all are watching this. Maybe some of you feel like you need to protect yourself, and that's fine. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. Like, if you wanted to move forward with this person, then this is what I'm hearing is stopping you. Power, right? Force. But I think whoever this is, because there's clarity there, there's truth, and there's been some sort of revelation, and I'm getting the lightning is the situation, right? Surprise, epiphany, right? Something has happened where I think your person, especially with the world, has come to some sort of conclusion. All right. And because again, there's also different messages I'm picking up with that, but they've come to some sort of conclusion. Like, if Libra is meant to perhaps go on this next part of my journey with me, then they're going to come with me. But I'm ready to ride the wave. I'm ready to, I'm ready for my ships to come in. Yeah. So I just get like freedom, expansion with who this is. And with you right now, Libra, I don't feel like you're there. I think that you are still resonating with, something from the past, and it prevents you from experiencing the next phase with who this is. Okay. So, and maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. you know, So this is what we're going to get into over on part 2. And the outcome of this is Cupid's arrow, which is not bad. Okay. We're going to talk about what this means for you, and you and this person, but definitely you on your own. We're going to dive deeper into this person's, feelings and thoughts about you and this situation, what they want overall, how they're viewing you. What do they think you feel and want? We're going to talk about the timeline of forward movement with you two, overall best potential outcome, and what is a call to action for each of you here. All right. So if you feel like that's going to benefit you, I'll see you over on the other side. If this is where we part ways, Libra, love you all. I'm wishing you the best with everything, and I'll see you next time. Peace.